our recommendation is name the new airport in honor of Dr. King.
The votes are in. An advisory committee wants Martin Luther King Jr.'s name on the new airport, but the Aviation Department thinks they should reconsider. 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed was at the group's meeting today. Kat, what's the issue here?
Dia, there is some concern that renaming the airport could create some confusion amongst travelers, but there are still a lot of unknowns here and a lot of steps to figure out ahead of the press conference announcing all of this tomorrow here at the Plaza branch of the library.
Airport and 63rd Street.
It wasn't unanimous. But on Sunday afternoon, renaming the airport after Martin Luther King Jr. was the top pick. The votes coming from an advisory committee named by Mayor Sly James. What happens next remains unclear.
We were asked not to be too concerned about the logistics of it.
While the airport got the most votes, 63rd Street came in second. So the group will also send that on to the mayor.
The airport, I think, is easy, timely, and very appropriate. Renaming a street is probably more complicated.
But renaming the airport is complicated too. In a statement to 41 Action News, aviation spokesman Joe McBride said, quote, "The department looks forward to the opportunity to be engaged in a public discussion about the pros and cons of naming the new terminal versus the renaming of Kansas City International." We also obtained a draft of a letter for the advisory group sent on May 10th. In it, the director of aviation expressed concerns about changing KCI's name because it would create confusion among the traveling public and hinder the department's ability to market Kansas City.
It's something that airports have moved away from, so we need to make sure we study that first before we're making a change.
Councilman Quinton Lucas stressed there is a lot more research to be done. Mayor James says his next step is receiving the recommendations officially and talking to the community.
To have the whole community engaged in this and to make their preferences known so that we do something that people can buy into and own, that's what it was all about.
We should have some more answers about the next steps tomorrow at the press conference, which is happening here at 3:30 p.m. I also talked to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. That is the group that was still pushing for the Paseo to be named after Martin Luther King Jr. And they tell me tonight that those efforts are still going on. They're not giving up just because of this advisory committee. It's a totally separate issue. Reporting live in Kansas City, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
Well, Gerard.